Once the King's flagship, now a relic of a time gone by, the Mary Rose has now been housed above the water for more than 30 years. And to complement the museum building and gallery, a downloadable app is now available for smartphones and tablets. Our reporter Richard Stringer went to Portsmouth Historic Dockyard to discover how high tech is bringing history to life.
Out of the eerie blue light stands the remains of a once great warship. The Mary Rose was the pride of King Henry VIII's fleet, but since it was raised from the depths of the Solent in 1982, the viewing public have been able to catch a glimpse of what remains. And now, with the help of a new smartphone application, they can take a little piece of it home with them as well.
We've been working on a project for an app for a while now and looking at different ways of improving our visitors' experience. So we wanted to increase particularly our foreign language provision, our accessibility provision, and we were looking at different ways of doing this, and the app seemed an ideal way to do it, working with a local company as well, which was fabulous. And we did have some maps in overseas languages, but gave you very limited detail. This is an opportunity for our overseas guests to experience 16 of the key aspects of the museum in their own language. And bring your own device, whatever you want to call it now, is becoming more and more used at museums as a way of overcoming technology barriers. And I've worked in the past where you've had audio guides, they go wrong, or multimedia guides, you try and do them, but actually if people use their own devices, they're far more familiar with them.
It is from a painting that used to be in Cowdray House in West Sussex.
C'était aussi l'un des premiers objets construits pour ce bateau.
Auch war es eines der ersten Objekte, die zum Schiff geliefert wurden und trägt das Datum 1510.
Es la campana del navío Mary Rose.
We have free Wi-Fi for everyone who comes to the museums. You can download it here and pick up all the content free of charge using our free Wi-Fi.
The app is a useful tool both when at the museum as well as at home, giving the visitors a chance to re-explore the guides and interactive elements.
Yeah, the app can be used anywhere. Whilst it's an aid for the visitor's interpretation and experience in the museum, it can be used anywhere. So it has a bit of the history of the ship, it shows you what the museum looks like. In fact, all of the large text is on there for all of the cases. So if you wanted to go back home and reread a case, or if it was busy and you couldn't see a case when you're here, go back home and look at the text when you're back on your own device and your own leisure as well. For our less able guests, there's a number of accessibility tools on there, particularly a map that points out where the tactile guides are, where the handling tables are, where the large print guides are. So it really just will bring it to life.
First of all, we've got the saw. It's a replica saw used by the surgeon for amputations. That's limbs. This object is a wooden pepper mill. Pepper mills were used by officers and the gentlemen for grinding peppercorn down, but the surgeon used peppercorn. He would grind them down, make them into a powder, mix, and he would then put it into his mixing pestle and mortar to make medicines with.
Yeah, our app is really about enhancing the visitor's experience while they're here. So it's a really an interpretive tool, if you like, on their own device to bring it to life in a language or from using the maps or technology.
In total, 172 longbows were recovered from the Mary Rose, along with over 2,000 complete arrows. Over on the wall case behind the archer's personal case, you can see the longbows as they had been stored.
And for anyone interested in visiting the Mary Rose Museum, the app is free to download. This is Richard Stringer for That's Solent.